All right. Well, probably a couple weeks ago, y'all remember when I got on a plane, I went somewhere. So I guess it's time for the big reveal of where I went and what I did. There it is. That is a 2019 Phoenix Cruiser 2100. I got it in Tampa, Florida, and it is an E450, and it's also a Quigley 4-wheel drive camper. You can see it's got a front differential down there. Got a slide out here on the side. And this is what I went and got. When I picked it up, it had about 14,200 miles on it. I'm sitting just under 15,000 right now. Still smells new inside. Just picked it up from a Maryland inspection. It did pass inspection, as I figured it should. Doesn't have any miles on it. Thing's about brand new. Let me give you a quick show of the inside. Well, let me go over to the outside real quick. You can see the slide out right here. Got a slide topper. A generator right down there. It is a dually. It's my city water connection. Outdoor shower, fuel fill, electrical and cable hookup. Down here is, I'll show you, that is a macerator pump for the black tank and gray tank. That's the hose for it. There's the switches. Turn the water pump on, turn the macerator pump on, black tank flush, gray tank flush. All those are in there. And on the back, we got a backup camera, a spare tire, does have a hitch, got some storage on the back, and a ladder. It does have a hitch, and we can tow a car. This is the E450. Our goal is to not tow a car, but if we change our minds, I want to have that option. So coming outside here, got a retractable step. It's got the awning on the side, which has a nice metal protective cover on it, which is really nice. The hot water heater. This is the gravity fill for the potable water. There's a handle. That's the refrigerator. A couple plugs. That's the furnace. A little small storage door, which you really can't open unless the awning's up. That leads under the dinette inside, which we'll get to. Propane tank, and this is battery storage. So on those batteries, this one has two 100 amp hour lithium batteries, and up on the roof are two solar panels. The air conditioner is up there, and a couple of vent fans. There's not a lot of real estate left up top. So let's go take a look inside. Coming in the door here, this is kind of cool. Screen door. Rolls in. Let's see. Start here in the back. There's my kitchen. Stovetop, sink, solid surface countertop, convection microwave, fan, storage, bathroom. Here's the bathroom. Yeah, I know what you're thinking. Yes, it's tight, but there's compromises you got to make. Sink and the shower. And it's got the accordion door here. And a little fan. It's got some decent storage in here though. And that's the bathroom. Got some storage. refrigerator. The slide out is currently in, as you can see. Some shelves up here. Here is the dinette. Some cabinets. Here's the front end. Ooh, look at that. Yeah, TV. There's my control center. Now, this, when the slide is out, this piece right here, this all rolls out to a bed. Lays pretty flat. That's where I'll be sleeping. Table, of course, drops down. And this is where Stephanie will be sleeping. So why do we get this? Real quick, this showed up on a Thursday a couple weeks ago. Put a down payment down on Friday morning. Started working on financing. I called the dealership. This was a consignment sale, meaning somebody else owned it, and she was having them sell it for him on her behalf. The dealership in Florida gave me a number for a finance guy. They said, call this guy. We've worked with him for 20 years. He's a great guy. He got me a good rate. Terms fine. Payments acceptable. So I had to get an RV inspection from a third-party inspector and our VIA certified inspector. Yeah, that was expensive. So basically, we bought this sight unseen. We saw pictures on RV Trader. All the shows we had went to, we've walked through this unit many times. It's been a really long process for me and Stephanie to get to this point. We been to Hershey, been to Tampa numerous times. We looked at Class A's, big gas Class A motorhomes. We didn't want all that space. It was too big for us. Not that we can't drive it, because we both, drive ambulances. I drive a hazmat truck and everything else. But we didn't want that size, that space. We also didn't want to tow a car. So then we looked at vans. Vans were too small. So we kind of scratched the vans off the list. Then we were in Harper's Ferry. We saw a Phoenix Cruiser 2100. It was two-wheel drive. We were right down by the train tracks and the depot down there on the main street in Harper's Ferry. And a Phoenix Cruiser 2100 pulled into the parking lot and parked in a parking space. So that right there tells you something. We walked over, looked at it. The guy had left. So we creeped around it. We looked at it. We're like, Phoenix Cruiser. So we've never really seen that. I said, so what's the deal with that? Did a little research. Then we started seeing them at shows. Phoenix Cruiser's been around for quite a few years. They're out in Elkhart, Indiana, like most everybody else is. So we started looking at shows. We saw it. We liked the 2100. We had looked at a 2400, which is basically the same as this. It's just a few feet longer. So behind me, there would have been another countertop and a couple more cabinets. And the bathroom was probably a little bit bigger. But obviously it was bigger. This is 21 feet, 7 inches. The other one's like 24, 6. So we started really arguing over feet. Like, how many feet are we willing to give up? What are we going to do? So all my research led me to look at other units. We looked at a BT Cruiser by Gulfstream. The quality wasn't there. We looked at Coach House in Florida, and we did take a tour of the Coach House plant. They're very nice units. They're very expensive, and there's no way I was buying a new one, and I couldn't find a used one. We went to the Phoenix Cruiser factory in Elkhart, Indiana. Me and Stephanie rode out. We've been looking at RVs for a long time. We used to have a travel trailer prior to this. So I started really looking at how they were made. Being a supervisor, I was watching the employees work, and they show a lot in the way people work and the quality that they're putting out. The tour was great, showed us a lot of detail and hidden information that you really can't see on a Phoenix Cruiser. Things like around the openings, there's extra metal they put all around the openings to slide out the air conditioner. All their fittings on their PEX tubing is brass, not plastic, like almost every other manufacturer. And of course, brass is not going to break like plastic will. All their wiring is bundled every foot, so it's all tied down. It's not just thrown in there. It's actually like in holders all the way through the coach, which is very nice. The walls sit on top of the floor, so they're not hung on the side where they can cause problems. They're on the top of the floor. The rubber puck isolators on the box. Overall, their quality is, I feel, is top notch. I just drove it 900 miles and slept in it at a Cracker Barrel on the way home, and it was great. So I flew down, got it. The inspector did his inspection. Of course, before I got there, he said everything looks really good. There was a few little things that the consignment dealership did take care of. They were really great to work with. Land and Sea down in the Tampa area, Riverview, Gibsonton, Florida. So they were really, really great to work with. Hal, the RV inspector, was it Hal? Vincent, the RV inspector. I didn't meet him, talked to him on the phone. Great guy. I really had to put a lot of trust into him that I'm not buying a six-figure lemon. So I didn't. And he did a good job, and I was very pleased with what he did. Very pleased with the dealership. The unit's in great shape. Still smells new inside. Drove it all the way home. When I left the dealership, I went to Walmart, got a case of water, sleeping bag, and a couple pillows, and started heading home. And slept at a Cracker Barrel, had dinner there, had breakfast there, and drove it all the way home. Everything was great. So the reason we bought it and what our plans are. I've been doing a lot of research for a number of years, watching YouTube, talking to people. There's a lot of people I follow, the Traveling Pisces, the New State Nomads, Adventure Van Man, Dispersed Camper Man, of course, Cheap RV Living with Bob, and I've learned a lot. Got a lot of good information from them, and we definitely wanted the four-wheel drive. I like the height of it, where a little washout in the road isn't going to keep me from going down it. With this coach, it does have 456 gears and a limited slip rear end from the factory, which is exactly how I would have ordered it. And well, I'm not trying to rock crawl with this thing, but I want to be able to go where I want to go. Corpus Christi, you can camp on the beach, so I can let the air out of the tires, put in four-wheel drive out on the beach. I do have other plans for it. What I'm going to do to it, you'll have to wait and see. But we decided that we are going to sell our house. It's going to pay off this camper and hopefully leave me some more money. I'm looking at doing a big lithium upgrade and a few other things that will hopefully come in time. But I'll be 53 and a half when I can retire. I'll have 25 years of public service. I'll have some money in my deferred comp. I can draw my pension. Stephanie will have to wait a few years before we can pull her pension. But doing this job as a paramedic for all these years and my wife as an EMT, we've seen a lot of stuff, if you can imagine. I've lost some people that I know due to cancer. People younger than me, people older than me, people that really just didn't deserve what they got. So I like Shawshank Redemption and what Red said, get busy living or get busy dying. So we're going to get busy living. Good Lord willing, we're going to sell our house, pay this off. We're going to leave here debt-free. We're going to live with my parents for a couple years, 2-3 years, whatever. But we're going to live with them. I'm going to continue to save as much money as I can. I'm going to get everything done on this RV that I want to get done before we leave. And when we leave, and we are leaving, we're going to leave debt-free. We'll have my pension and deferred comp if I need it. And I'm hoping to have a pretty good amount of cash to when we roll out of here, because we've had enough. Between this job, COVID, the growth of this county, the way just so much is changing around here. There's a big world out there, and we want to go see it. Our plans are, once we leave, we're going to establish a domicile state, probably Texas at this point. We're going to establish residency there. We'll have no ties to Maryland as far as taxes. I'm going to a tax-friendly state. They won't tax my pension, won't tax my deferred comp. We're going to establish ourselves there pretty quickly. Then we're going to decide where we're going to go. So we plan on going all the way to Alaska. I want to drive this up to Alaska. I want to go all the way to Prudhoe Bay. I want to go all the way into the Arctic Circle. I want to put my feet in the Arctic Ocean. We're still debating whether to visit Baja, Mexico, and head down to Baja Sur and do some camping down there in Mexico. I want to go to all 49 states, all the ones I can drive to. We want to go across Canada, see what all that's about. So Canada's probably on the list. So that's our plan, and that's what we're going to do. We both agreed to this. We're backing each other up on it. It's going to be fun. It's going to be hard sometimes. It's going to be tough. We're going to have problems along the way that we're going to have to figure out. She's probably going to want to kill me some days, and I'll probably have to go sit outside or, maybe sleep under a tree for that night, but this is what we want to do. We want to go see the U.S. We want to go see everything that we can possibly see. We want to avoid interstates, to be honest. We want to take back roads. I want to do 66 from Chicago to L.A. I want to take the loneliest road. I want to take Route 50 all the way across the U.S. I want to take the Great River Road. All the places that the Nomadic Fanatic drives, and I follow his channel. All the places he's gone, yeah, I want to go there too. So these are the things that we have planned. It's going to be a while before we get there, about 3.5 years, but we're going to be taking some trips here, hopefully this summer. I'm a little short on cash right now, but we want to take some trips this summer and get this thing set up the way we want it, get everything in it, where we're going to put it, where we're going to put our clothes, our limited amount of clothes, and we're going to roll out of here doing a minimalist lifestyle. So that's the big reveal. That's our secret. Stay tuned. Hopefully I'll be putting out some more videos about where we're going in this camper. And once I retire, hopefully my channel will get some more subscribers and y'all can see where we're going, see what we're doing, and follow along with us. So take care. See you guys later. Bye-bye.